I loved her more than myself, until she destroyed me. Before we dive into this story, if you're someone who feels deeply, who loves with all your heart, and who's been hurt more than once for simply caring too much, then this channel is for you. Subscribe, and let's walk through these stories together. Now, let me tell you what happened to me. I still remember the way she looked at me the first time we met. Not with fireworks or grand gestures, but with something quieter, deeper, like she saw a part of me I had long forgotten existed. Her name was Leah, and from the moment she smiled, I didn't stand a chance. I fell. Hard. We met in the most ordinary way, at a bookstore. She was reaching for a copy of a poetry collection, and I had just picked up the same one. We laughed, made small talk, and went our separate ways. But I couldn't stop thinking about her. A week later, I saw her again at the same place. Coincidence? Destiny? I still don't know. But that second encounter changed everything. We started talking more. She told me about her love for tragic novels, her fear of deep water, and how she'd once written a love letter she never sent. She was deep, complicated, and fragile in a way that made me want to protect her. We started seeing each other. Dates turned into routines. Routines turned into a life together. I gave her everything I could. Not just my time, my soul. I listened to her when she couldn't even listen to herself. I held her when her demons tried to pull her under. And when she doubted her worth, I reminded her every single day how loved she was. I loved her more than myself. That wasn't just a phrase, it was my reality. But something shifted. At first, it was subtle. She stopped replying to my texts right away. She started staying out later. She smiled less. I thought it was work, stress, maybe depression. So I tried harder. I made her breakfast before she woke up. I left her notes around the house. I even learned to love the things she loved just so I could stay close to her. But the more I gave, the more she drifted. And I didn't know how to stop it. Until one night, I found out. She was seeing someone else. She said it just happened. That she didn't plan for it. That it wasn't serious. That she still loved me. But how do you measure love when betrayal is in the mix? I wanted to scream. I wanted to cry. But mostly, I just stood there, still, empty, like a man watching the house he built with his bare hands slowly burn to the ground, unable to move, unable to breathe. I asked her why, and she just looked at me and said, "Because you loved me too much. It scared me." That broke me. I loved her too much? Isn't that what we're supposed to do when we care about someone? Give them all we've got? Be present? Be loyal? Be real? But I realized something that night. Some people don't want real love. Some people are afraid of being seen completely. They're not ready to be loved in the way they claim to crave. Because that kind of love, it comes with mirrors, and mirrors show you things you'd rather ignore. So I walked away. Not because I stopped loving her, but because I started loving myself. The nights that followed were the hardest of my life. I'd lie awake, replaying every moment, wondering if I missed a sign, wondering if I could have changed something, wondering if she ever really loved me, or just loved being loved. But pain has a way of teaching you what peace never could. It teaches you boundaries. It teaches you self-worth. It teaches you that sometimes letting go is the most loving thing you can do for yourself. It's been a while now. I don't hate her. I don't wish her harm. I just don't wish her at all. Because I've learned that the heart is a sacred thing, and you can't keep handing it to people who only want to play with it. So, if you're listening to this, and you've been where I've been, I want you to know, you are not foolish for loving deeply. You are not weak for breaking. But you are worthy of someone who doesn't make you feel like loving them was your biggest mistake. Because one day, someone will love you without fear, without games, without betrayal. Until then, love yourself the way they should have. Fiercely, unapologetically, completely. Thank you for listening. And if this story touched something inside you, subscribe. There's more where this came from. You're not alone.